Hey, it's Anna Stowe, private investigator in California with over 24 years of experience. What do you do if you get burned on surveillance? What does that mean? Well, getting burned means the person you're following figures out that they're being followed. And then what? So here's a couple of tips. The first thing is don't panic. This happens to every investigator sooner or later. No matter how good you are, sooner or later, you're going to get burned. So don't panic. If they approach you, be careful. You don't have to roll your window down for anyone. But say a neighbor approaches you or the subject approaches you, you're very professional and you say, I am working a workers' compensation investigation a couple of blocks away, and I'm waiting for that subject's car to drive by this corner so I can follow them. That is your pat answer. You are always working a workers' comp surveillance. Everybody understands workers' compensation and the amount of fraud involved in it, and no one will bat an eyelash if you say that. Okay, so you're not going to panic, and you're going to let them know that you're working a workers' comp case. It doesn't involve them. It involves somebody a couple blocks away. So what if the person's hostile? You don't have to stay in the location. You can move. You don't have to roll your window down. You can skedaddle right out of there. You don't have to say anything. Now, something that we do to prevent getting burned is if we know we're going to be in a high activity neighborhood or a neighborhood where commercial businesses or residential neighbors are going to notice us and we're going to stick out like a sore thumb, we call in to the local law enforcement jurisdiction and just let them know that we're there doing a workers' comp surveillance. We'll be in the neighborhood for X number of hours that day. And that way, if the neighbors call, what law enforcement will say is, yes, they've already let us know they're in the neighborhood and they're doing a workers' comp surveillance. So these are just a couple of things. The most important thing is just know it happens to everyone. And don't panic. And don't put yourself in harm's way. If the person's really road raging at you or something else, just get out. Just get out of the area. All right. I hope that answers some questions. Bye-bye.